Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the smallest coins in the United Arab Emirates, but don't be fooled. Some of these tiny 5 piece coins can be worth big money. From rare mint errors to scarce dates that collectors are hunting for, you might be surprised by how valuable this little bronze coin can be. So grab your coins and let's see if you have one of the rare UAE 5 piece pieces that could be worth far more than its face value. Let's get started. First up, the United Arab Emirates introduced the dirham in 1973, and the piece is a subunit. 100 fils 1 dirham. The 5 fils coin from this series, often part of the large type fish design, was minted in years including a 1408, 1988. According to Numista, the 5 piece coin km to 1 is bronze, diameter 22 mm, weight about 3.75 g. The design of this 5 fils includes a stylized fish on the reverse, specifically the spangled emperor, Lethrinus nebulosus, and the inscription, "Clean seas mean more food for humans." Above the years, both Gregorian and Hijri. The obverse shows the value in both Arabic script and Latin script and the country name. United Arab Emirates. No mint mark means it was struck without a specific mint stamp. Location noted, common for many circulation issues. The date of 1408 corresponds to Gregorian 1988, although exact mintage figures for a 1408 5 piece without mint mark may be hard to locate. The catalog value guide from NGC Numismatics lists the 5 fils coins for series 1393-1973 onward with fairly high mintage and thus modest value in circulated condition. For example, for 1408, the entry shown, though with minimal value listed, uncirculated specimens MS you see will command a premium over circulated ones. The key is the coin is uncirculated nowhere and clean original surfaces, strong strikes. So what is the value of a 1988 or 1408 UAE 5 piece in uncirculated condition? According to the last Dodo catalog, the 5 fils 1988 or 1408 is listed at about 20 cents, approximately equals 22 cents in perhaps normal condition. However, we found an eBay listing for an UNC rare version of the 1988 5 piece listed at US $19.99. This suggests that truly top-grade, uncirculated, or especially preserved pieces can command much higher, but typical uncirculated examples might sell in the few dollars range for about 30 coins. Depending on grade, you might expect a budget of maybe US $50, $100 or more if buying certified high grade. Always check grade, surfaces, originality. If you're planning to build a collection of 30 of these 1988 5 piece coins, here's a suggested subscription plan. Decide a budget per coin, say US $2, US $5 each for good, uncirculated. Set up monthly or quarterly acquisition. For example, 10 coins every 4 months to hit 30 in a year. Use consistent grading criteria. Is circulated, no cleaning, original luster. Keep each coin in individual protective sleeves or flits. Document date, grade, purchase price, seller. Over time you'll build 30, which gives you quantity to perhaps trade duplicates, upgrade grades, or gift part of the set. For such a collection, always store in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. Minimal handling, fingerprints, damage. Use inert coin holders or flips. TVC free for authenticity. Compare the weight, approx 3.75 grams, and diameter 22 mm per catalog. Verify the fish design and date markings. Be cautious of cleaned coins or altered surfaces if you spend more. E.G. paying US $15 each. Consider certification from a reputable grading service, e.g. Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. While most of these coins are common and low value, the upside is you might find a high grade or rare variant, no mint mark, rare strike, exceptional surfaces that commands a premium. The risk is that many coins are common, low market demand, and spending heavily may not yield high resale value. So treat this collection more as a hobby or fun than major investment. Also factor shipping, import costs, grading fees, storing costs. Why collect the 1988 UAE 5 fils? It's a piece of Middle Eastern modern coinage. Connects to the UAE's economic growth, FAO series, and Arabian Gulf coin history. For collectors of Gulf coins or thematic fish or FAO issues, this coin has appeal because the denomination is low. 5 fils 05 AD. The barrier to entry is low, making it accessible for beginning collectors. Also, assembling 30 coins gives you a meaningful mini collection with uniform date denomination. In conclusion, the 1988 1408 UAE 5 feels coin in uncirculated condition is modest in value, but rich in collectible story. For a set of 30 coins you could budget modestly, aim for consistent quality, store properly, and enjoy the collection. If you like, I can pull current live auction sale results for these coins, especially high grade, and help you track best buying sources. Pakistan region included shipping to Gilgit Baltistan, or set up a subscription alert. Let me know if you'd like that deeper dive. Next up, the 5 feast denomination has been part of the UAE's currency system since 1973. Shortly after the Federation of the Emirates, the 1989 1409 coin is struck in copper nickel, giving it its characteristic silver gray color. Its small diameter, typically around 17.5 and its lightweight feel often lead casual observers to underestimate it, yet collectors know that coins of lower denominations often suffer the most because they circulate more than larger denominations. That makes uncirculated specimens especially desirable. And uncirculated UNC 5 feels from 1989 is considered significantly scarcer than circulated examples because the coin was used in day-to-day purchases throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s. South, on the obverse side of the 1989 UAE 5 feels coin, you'll find the traditional Arabic numerals indicating the denomination presented in a large, stylized form that reflects the aesthetics of modern Gulf region calligraphy. The script includes the Arabic word feast and the numeral 5. This simple yet elegant layout gives the coin clean and balanced appearance. The absence of any Western numerals is an intentional design choice that represents the cultural and linguistic identity of the Emirates, especially during the early years of its nation-building phase. Flip the coin over and you'll see one of the most recognizable national symbols, the traditional dhow sailing vessel that played an essential role in the UAE's maritime history before the discovery of oil transformed the region's economy. Dhows were used for fishing, trading, and pearl diving, major industries that supported local communities for centuries. The dhow in the 1989 5 feast coin is depicted gracefully sailing forward, symbolizing progress, heritage, and the connection between tradition and modernity. Above the dhow is the inscription United Arab Emirates written in Arabic, and at the bottom are the dates 1989 1409, showcasing the dual calendar system used on UAE coins. Now let's talk mintage and rarity. UAE coins do not typically display mint marks and official mintage figures for many of the older feast coins are not widely published. However, collectors generally agree that late 1980s UAE coins were minted in sufficient numbers for circulation, meaning they are not rare in worn condition. The rarity becomes more relevant when you move into uncirculated or mint state coins, especially those preserved in coin flips, proof-like sets, or from original bank rolls. Collectors who specialize in Middle Eastern numismatics often note that mint state UAE coins from the 1980s were not widely collected at the time, which means fewer survive today. In terms of grading, an uncirculated 1989 UAE 5 feast coin usually exhibits bright luster, sharp edges, and full detail on the dhow sails and rigging. The Arabic lettering should be crisp and the fields should show minimal or no contact marks. Coins graded MS60 to MS65 are considered collectible, while exceptionally preserved coins can reach higher grades, while the command extremely high prices. The combination of condition, age, and cultural significance makes it a desirable addition to world coin collections. Let's get into the value. One of the most common questions collectors ask. In typical circulated condition, the 1989 UAE 5 feast coin usually trades for $0, 10 to 50 cents depending on where. However, in uncirculated condition, values significantly increase. As of general market trends, a clean, bright, uncirculated 1989 5 feels coin commonly sells for $2 to $5 USD on average retail and online markets. Higher grade mint state coins, especially those certified by grading companies, sometimes reach $8 to $12 USD. Depending on beer interest. If someone is selling a lot of about 30 uncirculated specimens, the wholesale value may be around $20 to $30 United States dollars, but retail value could go higher when sold individually. You might wonder why the individual value isn't higher despite the coin's age. The reason is simple. The coin is relatively modern and was issued during a time when minting capacity had already expanded greatly. Most of these coins circulated heavily, but many still exist in collections and in storage across the region. The value comes mainly from condition and interest from world coin collectors rather than scarcity. However, interest in Gulf region numismatics has been rising steadily, and coins from the UAE are becoming more popular in global coin shows and online auctions for collectors who want to invest in UAE coins. Assembling a full date set of fields denominations from the 1970s through the 1990 South can be an exciting challenge. The 1989 5 piece is an essential part of that collection because it represents a transitional period in the UAE's early decades of rapid development. As more collectors turn their attention to Middle Eastern currency, the demand for well-preserved examples continues to grow. While the 1989 5 feels may not be an extremely rare coin today, long-term collectors understand that building complete UAE sets now may yield value later as coins increasingly disappear into permanent collections worldwide. So whether you're a beginner curious about world coins or an experienced collector specializing in Gulf region numismatics, the UAE 5 feels coin from 1,989 1,409 offers an affordable yet historically meaningful piece of modern Middle Eastern history's combination of cultural symbolism, the Tau design, the Arabic script, the dual calendar dating, and its status as an uncirculated survivor from a heavily circulated denomination make it a great educational and collectible coin. If you've recently found or inherited a batch of around 30 uncirculated pieces, you may be holding a nice little starter inventory suitable for trading, selling, or building into a long-term collection. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you want more deep dive episodes into unique world coins from across the globe. Thanks for watching.